G'day everyone, welcome to another race with the Everyday Zwifter. Today we're doing the ZHQ FutureWorks Crit City race, the Dolphin downtown direction. Good sized group on the road today, 31. Running the Zip 808 wheels with the Canyon Air Road frame, try and maximise my speed going around. Still not convinced, but we'll give it another shot. And we're off. A few people maxing out the watts at the start. Looks like I've got away to a pretty good start. Sitting between 3.5 and 5 watts. Been looking forward to this race. First one since that race off with Cadman Cycling. Half a kilometre in, looks like we're bunching up into some sort of a lead group. It looks like there's about 21 of us or so. That's a pretty decent sized group. A few stragglers trying to tack on. And here we are at the cobble climb for the first time. If you're not on now and people ramp up the watts, it's hard to keep up. 4.5 to 5 watts should see you stay in the group when you do this. And Harper's gone off the front at 6 watts. And that's really got people excited, stretching the group out. I've probably eased off the watts a little bit there, got down to 160, 2.5 watts a kilo, and lost the front of the group a little bit. Things are stretching out and looks like there's a gap appearing. So I just hit 6.5 watts for a second just to bridge across. Make sure I don't lose that front pack. Hit the downhill, grab a wheel, and hang on. Plenty of others in the mad scramble to grab a wheel and get back into the front group as well. But here we are, we've made it back, so it's fantastic. Just in time for lap 2. Bit of a lull as people catch their breath, see what kind of power up they've been spun up. I've got the feather, so that'll probably go on the cobble climb. Much nicer riding at the front when you don't have to chase wheels. See, the pack's not that big. As I drift back, it looks like we might have lost a couple of riders down, about 18 in the front group, I think. Yep, out the back now, and I'm 18th, so we lost a couple on that lap. Just up the watts a little bit to get our momentum going the right way as we hit the climb. And we've got a flag suggesting someone's putting out too much power. No wonder it's been filling a bit fast. And there's another one. So there's 2 riders who've been pushing the watts, been classified as too good for Cat C races. And the system will suggest, please move up to Cat B. The people are still hammering along, they haven't been flagged out, and there's gaps appearing. So we've got to up the watts again, close down these gaps. Not as bad as this time, because there's a nice little group here, and there's another flagged rider. So that's 3 who've been pushing the pace. No wonder it's felt hot. Anyway, basically on the front now. Much better position than the first time round. Now I can push down at 2.5, 3 watts a kilo rather than having to push 4 and 5 to try and catch up. That's what you want. A few people again racing to catch onto the tail. But there's not too many. We're down to about, what, 13 or 14 riders in the front now. Every lap's whittling off a 3 or 4. Seems to be a little bit surgy this race. It stretches out and then comes back and stretches out and comes back. So we've got the van this time, the draft van, so I think I'm going to use that just after I go up the climb, just for a bit of recovery and help me chase any wheels if it stretches out. Group's nice and compact at the moment though, so that makes things a bit easier. Fairly even climb for everyone, although the person at the front's gone up with a feather and the front has stretched out again. So I hit my draft, keep the watts up a bit and try and shut these gaps down. And it's not happening in a hurry. Legs aren't feeling too happy about this. Now it looks like that front group has just slowed down a little bit, enabled me to get back on and still and couture. So that's 3 laps down. We've got the burrito. I'm not sure it's a power up or a power drop on someone else. Now I am drifting to the back of the pack because my legs are not feeling the best. Heart rate's pretty good, breathing not too bad. Just wondering when am I going to get the best effect for my burrito? If I could eat it, that would be a power up. But what I'm going to do is get to the front of this pack and drop it so it has the most effect on the bunch. but I'm not holding high hopes of me being able to hang on for long. So it's kind of a last-ditch attempt to have an effect on the race. Anyway, here's our cobble climb. Stay with the front as long as we can and hope our legs come good. Harper's off again. Man, he loves this climb. He powers up. It's only a top 10 now. I'm in 10th position, so it really is thinning out quickly, and Harper's flying. No, I'm not flying. This is the snap. The elastic is finally broken and my legs are giving up the ghost. See you later, top 9. So that's my race done. Now I'm just going to roll around, try and get a little bit of recovery in and try and finish it off as a training ride for old legs. So I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the ride the night before, which I thought I was just trundling around with a few efforts, but maybe that's just caused me to seize up the next day. But anyway, sometimes you just have an off day, don't you? I'm still not sure about these 808 wheels either. Sometimes I think they're just a bit too heavy and unresponsive. I like the lighter 454 wheels, even though they're not quite as aero, they are still reasonably quick. So we'll regroup and get our legs back in shape and try again later in the week. It is just an e-race, and there's usually another one again the next day. Let's see if I can tack onto these 3 and build my speed a little bit and try and get this race done. Legs are starting to complain now though, the left calves. Trying to tell me it wants to cramp. So we'll just skip ahead now to the last lap. Up the cobble climb in the last lap. Legs are marginally better. We've got a featherweight to use. Featherweight, it's not really a weight, it's a feather that takes the weight off. Not far to go now. Those 4 riders behind me are catching up though, so it's giving me some incentive just to up the watts a little bit and try and stay in front of them. Looks like there's been another flagging of an overpowered rider, but I gather that if he is a 10-year-old, as his name suggests, that their watt per kilo doesn't really fit to an adult's rating, so it's a bit unfortunate those riders get flagged out. Try and put a few watts down in this final finishing straight. Only hitting 50 k's an hour in a normal race with a pack and a power up, you'd be hitting 60 plus coming down here. Bolts is putting in a bit of a power sprint trying to catch me. He started off at 15 watts a kilo, finishing at 11. So there we go, 14th for the race. I think in Zwift Power it had me at 8 because not everybody registers, so you don't actually appear in the official results if you don't register in Zwift Power. But way off my best. I think it was about 2.9 watts a kilo, wasn't it? Whereas on a good day I'd hit 3.2 or 3.3. But as you say, every day is different. So here's hoping we can come good next race. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you got something out of it that'll help you become a better Zwifter. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.